I'm just gonna have to hold the camera like this because it's not cooperating with me. But what is up, you guys? It is Cam. What is going on? How is everybody doing? I hope you guys are all doing great. Happy Father's Day to all the fathers out there. Let me tell you about my Father's Day. And I enjoyed today so much because I slept in. It's Sunday, and it was just very chill because I mean it's COVID, and we just barbecued. It was just us four. Yeah, I ate a lot of good food, so that's what we're gonna talk about today. I actually pretty bad, as in it was so good. Like I said, I'm all about balance. I don't restrict myself anymore, and that was my number one, problem, I guess you could say, is what stopped me from losing weight, or my belly. If you follow me on Instagram, you will know that I posted my transformation. My belly was the part that I wanted to get rid of the most. Of course, you can't spot reduce, but it was the knowing how to eat part that really helped me out, and it was because I didn't restrict myself that much. So let me tell you what I ate. Oh, and what's crazy is I didn't eat enough. Like, I'm actually below my calorie deficit number, so which is crazy because I ate a lot of like unhealthy stuff today, but I'm so full and it was so good. So I guess, like, when you've been eating healthy, it's always, it doesn't hurt to, like, not have something good, especially since you haven't had that in a while. So let's just get straight to the point. Sorry. I ate lumpia. Of course, I looked at the serving size. I ate a little bit over. I had like 8 lumpias. If you follow me on Instagram, I always, like, I'm starting to put like what I'm eating and how much of it I'm eating, so that people can know that you can still have, these foods and not feel bad about it. So I had like a little over the serving size. So the serving size was 6, and if you eat 6 lumpias, it's 150 calories. And of course, lumpias are fried, which means it's not a good thing. They always say to like try and stay away from fried foods, but I'm from the islands. If you're from Guam, comment down below. Lumpia is just so good. If just in general, who doesn't like lumpia, especially if you grew up with it? So I had that with some sauce. Of course, with the sauces, you do have to be a little bit careful because, like, that's where people don't realize that the calories can add up. So the serving size for that one is 2 tablespoons, which equals to 70 calories. I already memorize it because, like I said, I've been doing this, and this is what helped me with my transformation. So yeah, 70 calories is 2 tablespoons, but of course I had more than 2 tablespoons of just a little bit over. So I just, like, I added that into my calorie intake. I put Tabasco. Tabasco doesn't have any calories in it, so I mean it's mostly sodium, but sodium doesn't kill you, especially if you're active. So I had that. That was my breakfast. So I woke up super late at 2 p.m. That's one of my flaws, is I'm not an early bird, but I will wake up if I have to wake up. Like I said, with my dad, it was a very chill day, and like it's just like with his birthday, like we don't really know what to do for him, and like he doesn't really want much. I mean, we like would make him a card and, like, get him like stuff that he needs, like underwear and stuff, but like nothing really big. He's the one that barbecued because he's the one that usually does all the barbecuing. So that's what we did today, that we all like just chilled in the house, did our own thing. It was kind of like a normal day, but except we you know, we cooked a little bit more. But yeah, it was so good. And what else? So I had that for breakfast at 2 p.m. And what is it? Oh yeah, and something I would like to mention is that, you know, if you just want to be healthy, and I can't really speak for people who want to be super super lean because I'm not super lean. Like single digit lean, if you want to be defined, like you want your striations to show and stuff like that. Um, yeah, I don't take it from me because I can only like preach what I practice. You know what I mean? So if you just want to be healthier, where was I going with this? I need to hurry it up because I'm looking at my camera and it only has 2 bars, and I don't know why, because I didn't use my camera at all. I used my phone last time. But yeah, like just in general, like if you want to be super super defined, I don't have abs. Like I said, I'm between 17 to 20 17 to 20% body fat. You need to be 15 and under for women for abs to show. So that's a healthy like and maintainable goal for me right now. Who knows? You know, maybe when I start like getting on my own and, you know, being able to provide for my own self, maybe I can go a little bit further in terms of like control of like what I eat and how much I eat, if you know what I mean. So yeah, it's a very healthy and maintainable goal for me right now, to just stay in that range. But like I said, you know, it's just creating like a healthy lifestyle. If you're just wanting to be, you know, healthier and leaner than you are, then you can definitely, you know, eat what you want. So I had that at 2 p.m. and then I'm like rambling, sorry. But yeah, I had that. What did I have after that? Oh yes, I had strawberries with chocolate dip. You know, like where you just buy the one at Walmart and you just heat it up in the microwave. It's the chocolate wafers. So for those ones, the serving size said like 6 wafers equal to 80 calories. So I had 2 servings of that, so that equaled like 160 calories. But like I said, I woke up pretty late. Oh, I remember where I was going with this. So if you're just wanting to live a healthier lifestyle and not be like super ripped, it doesn't really matter what time you eat, as long as it's within 24 hours. Like I found out for me, because like I usually don't wake up super early, as long as I fit 1400 calories within that day, I will be okay. Like I have managed to keep my weight off. But I will say though that people react to, you know, things differently. So it may work for me, doesn't mean that it will work for you. So it's just something that, this is what people mean by trial and error. Like you have to be able to try, you know, different things in order to know what works best for your body. Because some people, like, they don't do well eating at a certain time. But I feel like that only applies to people who are like athletes, or like people who are, you know, in training, they're super ripped and stuff like that. I think that's where it matters. But for me, it doesn't really matter. I can be eating like, you know, later on in the day, and sometimes like at late at night, and like I don't get affected by it, because as long as I'm in a calorie deficit, I'm okay. So yeah, I ate lumpia too, and then I had strawberries with my chocolate dip. That was my second like food that I had, that like this, like today. And then what else did I have? I had some Papa chips. I didn't even have the serving size, so that's that. And then I had my dad's barbecue chicken, grilled chicken, which was so good. I just ate like a piece of chicken, so I'm assuming that's a serving size of about like 25 grams of protein. I didn't really feel like eating rice, so I just didn't. And then I ordered Dairy Queen from DoorDash. I know what you guys are thinking, and I have preached in my previous video that like, oh, it's always best to cook your own foods and whatnot, and I do, but I still order like on DoorDash from time to time, but I do realize how much I'm eating though. So I ordered like a mini blizzard. I love getting the strawberry cheesecake. It was so good. I actually ate 2 mini blizzards. So I always get the strawberry cheesecake, and then I tried a new blizzard because I couldn't decide between the two. Because I was like, do I want like to taste cheesecake, you know, because I always have it. I wanted to have something with like peanuts in it, so I tried the turtle pecan blizzard. So I just had those two, and I was still like fine, like, you know, because I ate later on in the day, and these are like high calorie, you know, types of foods, but I wasn't worried because I didn't like, I woke up super late, and which meant that, you know, I wasn't able to eat more frequently throughout the day. So, you know, like, this just comes with experience. You're just gonna have to try it out. Don't be afraid to experiment. Like I said, restricting myself too much was what held me back from seeing my transformation. You know, finally seeing that change within my belly fat. So it works for me. I hope it can work for you, or like kind of help you or send you in the right direction for your weight loss, fat loss journey, whatever that is. And please know that you don't need abs to be beautiful, to feel beautiful. Yeah, look at me. You know, I don't have the best looking body, but it's maintainable for me, and I'm happy because I can, you know, still eat these foods. Especially when you live with your parents, you guys, like, I don't really have much control. Like, I have to file for unemployment because, like, even when I was working, I was making very little, and I'm not afraid to like share how much I'm making. It's because, like, you know, I'm still in school, and like you can't really get a good paying job anyways with no experience. So I'm still like a fitness coach, but of course hybrid. And yeah, they don't pay that much, but it's related to what I'm going to school for. So, you know, I always look at it as like build the skill and then the money will come. But at the same time, I did realize that I need to start like making a comfortable living for myself. So I'm trying to get out of that job, but you know, I don't want to, but like it just sucks that I have to transition to something that will pay me more so I can actually pay my bills and live more comfortably. But the reason why I'm still at that job, sorry, I'm going off what this video is supposed to be about, but the reason why, like, you know, I can choose to stay in this type of job is because I'm still living with my parents. So like I'm very like grateful, you know, that I'm able to kind of like experience what I want to do, even though it doesn't pay me much, if you know what I mean. But yeah, like that's why I'm able to make that decision, and I realize that. And so yeah, I didn't even get my unemployment yet, but I'm really hoping that kicks in because I'm really running low. Like I have to pay my registration in July, and I'm gonna be so broke. And I'm telling you, like, if it wasn't for me saving with the money that I could save, because you know how when you make less than you owe, like, you want to save, but you can't really save. You know what I mean? Because you have to use that money for, like, gas and whatnot, you know? So, I only could save, you know, enough for my registration, not enough money just for a rainy day fund. So that's why, like, I'm really hoping this unemployment thing kicks in sooner, because it just sucks being broke, you know, like, but you know, I'm very grateful. Like, I know people have it worse than me. um but yeah, I really hope you enjoyed that. That's honestly all that I had today, and I'm so satisfied. So please know that, like, if you don't hit your calorie deficit number, don't feel bad about it. You're going to have days where you hit it, you're gonna have days where you go over, you're gonna have days where you go under, but just as long as you are majority of the time staying on that calorie deficit and eating good, it doesn't hurt every now and then to have a day like this, like whether that's on Father's Day, your birthday, a holiday, to like eat, you know, freely. Of course, like, eat mindfully and know how much you're eating, instead of just, like, you know, shoving everything in your mouth that you see. So yeah, like, I hope you enjoyed this video, and I hope it gave you a peace of mind. You know, people shouldn't, you know, stress themselves out just to look a certain way, because I know that's how I was. And it really took a toll on me, because I'm like, man, I want to look like somebody on Instagram, but I can't, because it's not maintainable for me. It's like, you know, I had to really go through a lot of trial and error, just like everybody else. So just know that um, you can eat the foods you enjoy, especially, you know, if you want to celebrate, just like on Mother's Day. But yeah, that is it for today's video. It's a little bit different. I'm in my, you know, bed, and if you see me in the same clothes, and if you follow me on TikTok, don't worry, I washed my baby. For the chamorros that are watching this, you would know what that is. But yeah, I showered yesterday or last night, so that's why I'm still in the same clothes. But that is it. I hope to see you guys again. Thank you.